Yo guys, gals, friends, and subs, it's me again. And I told y'all about my cousin Ruthie before on the other channel. She went in to a hairdresser one time back last year and told the hairdresser, said, I need my hair fixed up real pretty because I'm going to take me a trip to Rome, Italy. Hairdresser said, Rome, Italy? Why would you want to go there? You know, it's real crowded, and you know, there's a lot of stuff going on over there in Europe. You don't really want to go over there. You'll be disappointed. Ruthie said, well, got a really good deal on it, and we're going to fly over there. Hairdresser said, oh? Well, how you going to fly over there? What airline are you taking? Ruthie said, well, I'm going to take that Continental airline over there. The hairdresser said, well, you ain't going to like it. The stewards and stewardesses aren't very polite, and the plane never on time. There's always delays through Continental. Ruthie said, well, we got our hotel reservations, everything too. We're going to stay at a pretty nice resort over there. It's called the Testy Resort. Hairdresser said, oh no, you really don't want to stay there. I've heard stories about that. Said people expect the best, and they get over there and it's just the pits. It's run down. It's not near what they describe it to be. You're not going to have a good time. And Ruthie said, well, go tour the Vatican too, and hopefully get a chance to see the Pope. The hairdresser started laughing. She said, yeah, and you and 2 million other people trying to see the Pope. That he'll step out on that balcony and you'll look like an ant way back here in the back. And Ruthie just didn't say anything more about it. About a month later, Ruthie come walking back in there. The hairdresser said, oh, you come get your hair done? She said, no, come to tell you about my trip. Hairdresser looked at him and grinned and said, well, how was it? Ruthie said, well, we went to the airport, went through, you know, inspections and all, and everything went real smooth. And we got on the plane, it left on time. The only thing was it was overbooked, so they had to bump me to first class. And the wine and the dinner was real good. The movies were real good that they showed on the way over there. And I had a young steward. He was 28 years old, just waited on me hand and foot, treated me like a queen. The hairdresser said, huh? She said, well, how was your stay at that luxurious resort? Ruthie said, well, they spent $3 million revamping the inside of the building and another $2 million on the grounds. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. And people there just as friendly as they could be, waited on us hand and foot and just treated us like queen. I'm telling you, it was nice. Ruthie said, uh-huh. She says, well, I guess next thing you're going to tell me is that you got to meet the Pope face to face. Ruth said, well, yeah, I did. We toured the Vatican. And we were going through the Vatican, and this man stepped out of this little room and tapped me on the shoulder and said that the Pope likes to meet people that are touring the Vatican, and asked me to come to this private room. So I went to that private room and I sat down, and I was in there for maybe 10-15 minutes. The door opened up, Pope walked in, I stood up and kneeled down to him, and he walked in, he sat down, I stood up and I sat down. And he said a few words to me. Hairdresser said, oh, hell, you say, what did he say? Said he looked at me and he kind of raised his eyebrow up at me a little bit, and he looked at me from the other angle and raised his other eyebrow up, and he says, who fucked up your hair?